the weekend, and it looked like you got a lot of support. You know a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I worked for the Blues for 11 seasons, so you meet a lot of people doing stuff like that.
And give everybody an update again of what you're doing right now, because you told the Blues you became too big for the Blues.
That is not what I said.
Oh,
I
okay,
ended
I
up
thought
getting a
that's what you said.
job over there in Tampa, and facts are facts. There's more money in baseball, so I went to the Tampa Bay
Is
Rays.
there really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I actually called a kind of big deal guy here, and I was like, "What should I do? I have this job, but I love this job. What should I do?" And he was like, "More money in baseball. You got to take it." So I took it. I went there for a year and a half. Came back here for a TV show that got murdered by COVID, and now I work for the Cardinals, The Ambush, and STL TV.
Was that supposed to be on Channel 5?
It sure was.
That's what okay. You brought that up the last time you were here, and it was like, oh, I think I remember hearing that, because in the industry you hear about things.
Yeah.
And that would be an awesome. You would have been great for the show. It was going to be an afternoon show, wasn't it?
Yeah. Thank you. I thought it was going to be the perfect fit.
See, I know a lot of things, and I hear a lot of things.
Well, I figured you would know things.
But I didn't know at first when you first brought up. I was like, oh, I wonder. Oh, yeah, that's right. So basically, they're going to come back and want you again.
You think so?
Yeah.
I am open to offers.
No, you are, but you're here now.
If it's a good idea before the pandemic, it's how it is.
Right. You got to
They
wait till
always
things
bring
settle down.
stuff back around.
Does
especially when
anything
they're
ever
looking for
happen
ideas.
quickly or as quick as we want in life?
Never.
Never.
No.
Unless it's something that's not something we want.
Right.
That usually is the case.
That's here like that.
Oh, but we are so glad that you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
For listeners who are joining us now, too, some psychologist is trying to say that this is the most depressing day of the year. We refuse to accept it.
I don't understand how.
And we've got you here in studio. So, and you're happy and you're bringing the heat. And
a lot of people are off work. How is this a sad day?
yeah, it's not. We disagree. But we have, for people who are just joining us, if you're a wife, don't fake your abduction just to get away from your husband,
Okay,
because a
do
South
it.
Dakota woman did that and she has charges being brought against her now.
I still think it was funny.
No, that's not funny.
I still think it was kind of funny.
You don't mean that.
I do.
Ben Affleck's going to make a movie about it in 6 years.
Ben Affleck already made a movie about it.
Oh, that's right. He did.
It was called Gone Girl. We all probably saw it by now, so I don't feel like we're giving away any plots.
Well, another big day. You're a Blues fan.
I
You
am
worked
a
for the
huge
Blues for
Blues
so
fan.
long. Would you go back to the Blues then, too?
Would I go back?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like they're probably pretty happy with the new me, who's a guy, because he also sang the anthem, and I can't sing.
Oh.
Yeah, but you bring other things to
Try
the
it.
table. That's
Try
in
it.
life.
Try just singing.
No, I really can't. Singing is not my forte. You don't want everybody to turn off the radio right now.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know. Maybe
at
we do.
another time.
Yeah.
Maybe at another time. It's her first day.
Angela, we're going to do karaoke with Angela.
Yeah, there we go.
Every
with it.
Friday on Free for All Friday.
Angela
She has to
Kara-
sing a
That'll be
song.
her new segment.
She
I
has
mean,
to
if
sing
you
a
play
song.
Little Air Church, I might sing along with
You
it.
could get
but-
a segment, Angela's karaoke. Friday
Angioke.
free for all. Angioke.
Oh, gosh, please don't call me Angie.
No, Angioke is like.
okay. It's
Yeah,
like
it was a play on words.
like Annie Okie.
No, yeah, not Angioke.
Okay.
Angioke.
Okay.
By the way,
Fair.
Eric Johnson, for those just joining us today, is on a ski trip with his boyfriend somewhere. We have no idea when he's coming back. He just told us on Friday, by the way, I'm not going to be there Monday. I was like, gee, thanks. So Eric's gone. Maybe he'll chime in at some point in time, but this is the trip where the guys go somewhere just,
He's not awake and listening to us.
I don't know. He might.
You think so?
It's hard. Sometimes you condition your body as you get older to get up at a certain time, and then you're like, oh, man, I'm going to sleep in. And then you're up at the same time that you always are because your body says, F you, you're getting up right now. I'm not going to let you sleep. You know that's true, right?
Oh yeah.
When you get older, you're still
like
young.
when
I
you
love
get up
sleep,
all the
I gotta
time.
tell you.
When you get up all the time at the same time, and then you're like, it's Saturday, I'm gonna sleep in.
Yes.
And I look, and it'll be like
No, you're not.
6:37. I slept in 7 extra minutes. This was great.
Hey, by the way, from the Facebook line, and we're glad everybody's here with us in a second. We got a lot of questions. We'll get to those as well. Jason Moore says his nephew's in the movie Gone Girl because you brought up Gone
Yes,
Girl.
that's so cool, though, that his nephew's in that movie. I tried to be an extra, and they told me no.
Wait a minute. Where did you try to be
could,
an
like,
extra?
There was a big open call.
Yeah, it was a big open
But
call.
where was the open call? In St. Louis?
It was
Central
in
West
Cape.
End.
It was in,
There was a
well, I
Central
went
West
to-
End one,
I went
too.
to the Cape one.
Yeah.
You drove down to Cape to be an extra in Gone Girl?
Well, then they had me go to this other one that was over. I didn't go to the Central West End. I went to the one by the airport, and they had me read I was supposed to look at the character like I wanted him, and I guess I didn't convey that.
Was that the Neil Patrick Harris, or was it which one was
I think it probably was the Ben Affleck character
Oh,
that
yeah.
they were staring at, like with loving "I need you" eyes, but I guess I couldn't pull that off.
You
So
know,
I didn't
it's
get to
not
do
as
it.
it's not as
You're more of a
easy.
Matt
It's hard.
more of a Matt Damon person?
Well,
are you?
no, that
No.
wasn't it.
I know.
There
No,
was
but-
nobody actually there.
There-
I
you
just
just
have to pretend.
I know,
To be like,
I know. It
You
was
have
a
to
joke.
act.
I believe me, I know.
I'm trying to like act over here, and it's not going well.
From the Facebook line, yeah, it is true. When you think you're gonna sleep in, you don't always up at the same time. I always want to sleep in, but I'm up even at 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, I did say boyfriend trip. He's on a boyfriend trip. They go and they take their funnels and they get in hot tubs and they ski. So that's what Eric and his PR little boys do, and they have fun. Yes, that was a little funny. Have you ever attended a yodeling contest, Angela?
No, but
I don't-
that sounds so fun.
Really?
It sounds like something you would have
Yeah.
done with.
You believed. You made me believe.
Yeah, no, it really does sound fun.
I can see you doing the report live from the
Like,
yodeling
that sounds
contest.
fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Todd says had to be fun going to a Rays game with all 18 people. Angela.
Hey now.
That was the
They
best part
put
is
more
she got
than
to know
18
every
people,
fan
but that is
individually.
accurate. So,
She was like, "Hey, Joe, welcome back."
so I will tell you, while I was there, they pulled about 9,000 fans per game. But yes,
Oh,
I did.
that's why people
know-
should appreciate St. Louis.
I did very much know every season ticket holder by name. I'd be like, "Hey, George, what's going on today?" Like, I did know every season ticket holder. It's so funny when I first got down there. I was like, okay, like home opener was like the next day. And I'm like, so what time does everything start outside? And they were like, oh, St. Louis. No, that's not how we do it here because they just don't have that. I think they
Well,
probably do
In
now.
Tampa, dinner's at 4:30. They're
Yeah,
in
exactly.
bed by 9:10.
And you know what? The weather's always beautiful. You could always be doing something lovely outside. So going inside, because keep in mind, their stadium's not like ours. It's not open air. It's all closed in. So they have to go in the stadium.
Well, it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we have some updates. And happy holiday to everybody as well, by the way. We appreciate you joining us this morning. Angela Sharp's first day with us. Shanny's in for Chris. Chris says he'll be back this afternoon, so maybe he'll be in tomorrow. Maybe Shanny gets a break. I don't know. Shanny's been doubling up. I'm Vic Faust with Fox 2. And Eric, well, we don't know when he's coming back, but at some point he will. Hope everybody had a good weekend. It is a holiday today. And with that being said, here's 5 random facts for this Monday regarding Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I thought this was very, very interesting. Did you know that this is why it's possible for anybody to do anything in life? This is the inspirational segment that they want to. Martin Luther King Jr. got a C in public speaking at seminary school.
You're kidding. That's actually surprising.
That means anything is possible. I don't care if you're flunking out right now, if you put your mind to it.
That's the Michael Jordan being cut from his basketball team.
Hell yes, it
story.
is.
Well, come on. Those guys were he got a C because he didn't care as much. He knew better than that person. I'm going to go speak to these people this way. And he was just speaking in a way that they didn't understand him. That's why he got the C. There you go.
Because he was actually intelligent and the people around him were not?
Yeah. Because he came and spoke to people on a different level than they're used to in a speaking class. You were a jock. I'm sure you went in your communications degree, right? How many public speaking classes did you have?
A lot.
Right. So you come along and you start speaking in a different way that's still speaking to all these people, but it's not how the class is. That's why he got to see.
I guess we would have to find out what those classes were, what the intent of the classes were. I always break things
Sure,
down. I'm
I
not
get
trying
it.
to be problematic.
My senior year, I got a D in Asian literature, and I had to take it. And I was like, I didn't think the paper was that bad. I showed it to my broadcast journalism teacher, and she said, well, Brendan, this is written really well. It's just written in broadcast form. It's not written in true, like, English, whatever your, English
Right.
professors want, right? And she's like, this is a solid B+ A- paper written for broadcast journalism. I said, well, that stinks. She said, but what is your degree in?
Right. What are you
I
trying
said,
to
I'm
be?
in communications, broadcast journalism. She goes, then don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, there you go.
That's my thought.
Yeah, it could be. Here's something else for Martin Luther King Jr. Martin was not actually his birth name.
What was his birth name? Now
Michael.
I'm curious. Oh.
He was born Michael King Jr. on January 15th, 1929. But then in 1934, 5 years later, his dad traveled to Germany as a pastor. His dad was a Baptist pastor, and then became familiar with Martin Luther, Protestant reformer, and then renamed his son after the Reformation leader, Martin Luther. So he became Martin instead of Michael, and then his dad changed his own name as well.
I was going to say, so the junior didn't count, but now it does because Dad changed his own
Dad
name too.
changed his name.
Nice catch.
And so both of them became that. Then here's another interesting. Wilson Pickett wrote in the Midnight Hour, in the hotel where Martin Luther King Jr. would be assassinated 3 years later.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy? Let me repeat that. Wilson Pickett wrote in the Midnight Hour, in the hotel, the same hotel where Martin Luther King Jr. would be assassinated 3 years later. That gives me chills because some of those things in life happen, and we know that they do, where you're just like, you can't explain why that would happen, but it's so fascinating that that's where it happened.
Back to the junior part with changing the name. What was his father? Was his father's name Michael too? Was he a junior
Correct.
before? So he was a junior before.
Yes, he was a junior.
He was a junior.
Before, but then when he changed his name, he wouldn't be. But then Dad changed.
They
his
changed.
name
They both
too,
changed it
so they all
so they could stay. So he could stay juniors.
Samuel L. Jackson, I think you've heard of him, actor.
I'm familiar with him. Yes.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson was actually an active civil rights leader. He had a civil rights movement in college. He was the leader of. He was also an usher at Martin Luther King Jr.'s funeral.
Huh.
Interesting. And finally, our other fact on this Martin Luther King Jr. Day is he is the only current person born in the U.S. whose birthday is a federal holiday.
Huh.
George Washington was born before the United States came to be. So there you go. We educate, we inform, and we try to have fun.
What about Abe Lincoln? Isn't Lincoln's birthday?
MLK Jr. is the only person born in the United States whose birthday is a federal holiday.
Is it actually his birthday? Because it's always the first
George
Monday, so it's not always
Washington.
his birthday.
No, it is. His birthday is January 15th.
Okay, but we
MLK,
celebrate on the Monday, not on his birthday.
But it's whatever the date is. But his birthday gets once again, only person born in the U.S. whose birthday is a federal holiday. George Washington was born before the United States came up.
Well, it used to be growing up. It was you'd get Washington's birthday and Lincoln's birthday, and then they combined it into President's Day
Oh,
because they're both in February.
okay.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your fun facts for a Monday. We try to do that and have
What's
some
our
fun
fun
with
fact?
you guys. And we try to move through there. All right. People jumping on the Facebook line. You can join us on Facebook now. Share the show 100.7 The Viper. You can also give us a call if you wanted. 636-695-2915. ViperRocks.com. It's Angela's first day here on the show. We're glad that you're with us. Okay, we got a lot of Chiefs fans. Yes, the Chiefs dominated last night. Congrats to all of our Chiefs fans. You guys are getting it done. They look good. The teams that won in the playoffs this weekend looked dominant. We'll see what week 2 of the playoffs brings. But we've also got one more playoff game tonight. The battle of the former St. Louis football teams. The Cardinals and the Rams.
Oh, how fun is
The
that?
Cardinals and the Rams play tonight. We get some Monday. It's the first ever Monday night playoff game in the NFL.
And then next Sunday night that'll be maybe the best game of the weekend with the Bills and Chiefs.
Could be.
That'll be
Bills
amazing.
Bills are coming to Arrowhead. Dun, 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 dun.
Bills looked scary good yesterday, but then so did the Chiefs.
And by the way, big thing tonight on this holiday, Chris Pronger will have his number 44 retired. It will go to the rafters at Enterprise Center. Arguably the best or one of the best defensemen to ever play for the St. Louis Blues. He's already in the Hockey Hall of Fame. He didn't win a cup here. He did win one cup with Anaheim, but he was an amazing, amazing player for the St. Louis Blues. So this will be a big night for him. He lives here with his family. He's called St. Louis home for a while, and I like him. He's a good all-around guy.
And
now,
I think that's the most important part is
now,
if you like him
I
or
do.
not.
I do. Well, I'm just telling
Vic
you.
likes him, so okay. Put his
He's-
number up. Go
Put it up
ahead.
top. Go
Vic
on.
likes him. Put it in the 600s.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
all that matters is
You got
me.
all that-
and I am the judge
You've
of
got the
you being a
juice.
good man or not.
Pronger's a nobody here anymore. I'm Vic Faust, Fox 2.
I'm gonna put You're never in the rafters,
I'm
Vic.
telling you, he's a good-hearted guy. He really is. I've been out with him several times. Good man.
Again,
just
another one of
fun.
those athletes that come back to live
Well,
here in
didn't
the
he
St. Louis
marry a
area.
St. Louis woman? I thought he married a St. Louis
Sure.
lady. Yeah.
No.
No?
No?
Lauren's not from. I didn't think Lauren was from here.
Oh, I think she is.
Oh, if she is, then I didn't know that.
I think she is.
Okay, I never asked.
I'm pretty positive, but I don't know for a fact.
All right.
We're not friends like you were friends with him.
Yeah, well, I should
just
know it. I've just
interviewed
never
him.
asked.
Hmm.
Yeah. He's going to have to do some research.
I will in the break.
Thank you.
I'll come back after the break and tell you.
We'd be waiting with bated breath.
Bated breath. So that's happening tonight for Chris Pronger, his family, his boy. He's got 2 boys, a daughter. St. Louis likes to celebrate their own, and hopefully the Blues can come away with a victory, especially after losing Saturday night.
I mean, I
You
was
were
at
there.
that game, and that was such.
So you stayed to the end too, right?
Of course
It was
I
an
did.
exciting night too.
It was exciting. So during the first period, it was not exciting, and I was trying to figure out what we were doing. However, then it got exciting, and so yeah, we stayed to the bitter end. We lost.
And they lost, unfortunately.
What was it, 6-5? I think so. Yeah, it was a sad, high scoring game, but a sad one to lose.
All right, let's get this out of the way right now. We have more people hospitalized in the St. Louis area right now with what doctors and hospital officials are calling the COVID cases. They're at a breaking point. They're calling it an emergency. It is something that had to get out there. It is a headline, whether we want to talk about it or not. It's a big current headline story. So right now, the hospitalizations are increasing. However, if people remember last week, I interviewed Dr. Garza, and he thought within 2 weeks we would hit the crest and then start to come back down, which is if the virus followed the same path as it did in South Africa. So if people are wondering, because it does affect our lives in regards to how.
Is it the 2 weeks now? Are we at 2 weeks?
It was Thursday.
Oh, okay.
That was on Thursday we did the interview. So
2 weeks from
maybe
Thursday.
like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're like maybe a week and a half, maybe a week and a half. That's where we would be. So hopefully that is the case.
And these are cases of people in the hospital because of COVID?
Because of
or
COVID.
with COVID?
Yeah, you know what?
Because now this whole verbiage thing is
I'm
really
glad you
annoying me.
know that, because you can go into the hospital and then get COVID, or you can have a broken leg, and then you go in, like, for example, kids, when you go in, you're automatically tested for COVID.
And do they put you on the COVID floor if you have it?
They
don't
don't
know.
even have COVID.
I didn't know
floors
that they
for
had
the
that.
most
Oh,
part.
they don't have them anymore?
No, it's just pretty much they're everywhere.
It's just, okay.
So if there's anything that's going on with that, you can let us know, or if you wanted to say there. Todd says, I really like Angela, and she's on time.
Ha!
Yes.
I was actually super early today. Nobody was here but me.
The first time I came in to do the show, I showed up at 7:30.
I was out there at 7:25,
Yeah.
and there was nobody
Crickets.
here.
It was nothing. I didn't know how to get in the building.
Well, my problem was I said maybe they didn't tell me, and because
It's a joke.
Martin Luther King's Day, like nobody's here, and it's like, hi, Angela, you showed up. But then they showed up, and it was okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that past happening. Chris and Eric like to play jokes. I would not be surprised if that happened. But no, we would not do that to you on this Monday. So we're glad that you showed up. You did put this out there for all of our listeners. We're now on Facebook too. You promoted it, so thanks for promoting the show. That got a lot of run. A lot of people are excited and have seen you out and about. We're wishing you well.
Yeah, they're nice people.
And you said earlier there were people who knew about the show and were like, oh, my God. Then there was people like, oh, no, I had no idea they even do that.
Yeah, so I had the mix. I had people saying, I live in Lake St. Louis and didn't know about the show. And then I had other people saying, it's my favorite show. So, cool. I like it.
And you're going to stay with us, right?
Yeah, I guess
All
so.
right. All
I
right.
haven't actually signed anything yet, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah. Sign in. What's that? What's that?
I haven't done any like contract or anything like that. So I just show up and yeah, I'll hang out for a while.
Hey, Angela, show up on Monday, huh?
Okay.
All right. Oh, man.
That is the Chris interpretation for those who may not know.
You got a contract now.
that was it. That was the verbal contract.
It's done. It's all over.
That's how mine and Vic's worked.
Hope everybody had a good weekend as we come in for this holiday weekend. Hope you have plans today. If anything's going on, you can let us know what else is going on. I'm just glad that we're back up and running. You have time. You jump in on Facebook, so you respond.
Yeah.
And we love that. So
I try
thank you
to.
for doing that. I never respond. I don't have time, but it doesn't mean I'm not grateful for people jumping in on the Facebook line. Are you saying something? Did you see something?
No, No, they're very excited about the Chiefs. I mean, that's where we're at right now.
Well, of course, everybody's excited about the Chiefs in Missouri that are football fans because they looked really, really good last night. You like the NFL?
Like I said, I'll watch it. I did not watch it this weekend.
Is it because you don't understand it?
No, I understand it. I've covered high school football. I get it. I get football. It's more of this weekend was soccer, hockey, soccer, and then I didn't want to speak to talk or listen to anybody.
Do you like covering sports more or entertainment?
I have always been sent to sports. I feel like that must be my niche, I guess. I do like entertainment.
Didn't you do
though.
NASCAR too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
So I always have been sent to sports.
So would
I was
you
kind of
call
in-
what you did with the Blues and the Rays sports or entertainment?
So with the Blues, it would have been more entertainment. With the Rays, it would have been more sports.
Did you really get to know all 19 people that went to the games?
Okay, listen, it was 9,000. And yes, I got to know season ticket holders very, very well. And they were some of the sweetest people. Actually, that whole staff, the people that worked there were just wonderful. I never would have left had I not got an opportunity here.
Were they all trying to set you up with their grandson?
No,
Oh, you got to meet my
no.
grandson, Eli.
Nobody tried to set me up with their grandson. Oh my God. But they were probably older,
Right.
if you will. Yeah. So I mean, I got some really nice ladies. Like some lady made me a bunny on Easter.
It's the only place
like
that has
stuff like
strained
that.
peas at the concession stand. Do they have tapioca? Go to the tapioca stand.
No, but I gotta tell you, they went cashless before, like even Busch Stadium and everybody else did. Like you could not use cash there. My
Tampa?
first year in Tampa, and that was.
But that was
abysmal.
pre-COVID, wasn't it?
It was pre-COVID.
But why? What was
Wow.
the reasoning?
I think they were just trying to get used to people not using cash. But the problem with that was older people, at least there,
Duh.
didn't know
These-
how
oh
to
my
use
God.
it. And they would like a man came up to me with like a flip phone and he's like, "How do I pay for stuff?" And I'm like, "Well, you can't do that on your flip phone, sir." You know what I mean? Like I'll have to like you could take him to like an ATM-ish machine that you could put money on a card. And that was
Right.
a whole nightmare situation. But I think they got it figured out now.
Interesting.
He's
But
trying
yeah.
to use his first alert to pay for his sodas.
Well, like, flip
I
phone
want a
and-
pretzel.
It is. They went cashless before anybody else did. So they were ahead
Wow.
of the trend. They knew.
And as we go to the break, a lot of people are excited that the Cowboys lost. Very interesting. Yeah, they lost. On the last play of the game, they had a chance to try to make something happen. Time ran out on them. So that's that. People chiming in with that as well. All right, we're going to come back. It's the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio, just getting started. Grateful for all the people jumping in on Facebook right now. Share the show, 100.7 The Viper. It's Angela's first day. Eric's not here. Chris may be back tomorrow. Shani is here. I'm Vic Faust with Fox 2. If you want to give us a call, you can as well. The phone number there is 636-695-2915. On this Martin Luther King Jr. holiday day, thanks for joining us. We'll be back with more Edge right after this.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
Today, I'm taking it to the streets to give people the good news. Oh, excuse me. Hello. I'm Flo from Progressive. And did you know?
No, I'm just waiting for the bus.
So then you have time to hear about how with Home Quote Explorer, you can check if you're paying too much for home insurance.
Yeah, if I was interested in talking to you, which I'm not.
Okay, I'll do the talking and you just check if you can be saving, which is going to be pretty hard to do if you put on your headphones. Okay.
See if you're paying too much for home insurance with Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444, dryoureyes.com.
Hi, my name is Ted, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Shake is when the peppermint shake is available, that's to me sort of announces that the holiday season is here. I guess most people count down the days until Christmas, but me, I count down the days until the shake comes out.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is that first sip when you taste the peppermint chip pieces, it's like catching snowflakes on your tongue.
Share a peppermint chip milkshake from Chick-fil-A this holiday. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
Warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. What do millions of Vuse Alto consumers know? Well, they know that all Vuse Alto liquids are blended in the USA, with pods sold in tamper-evident packaging, and that Vuse vapor products are available at reputable retailers. And now, you do too. Get to know Vuse Alto at Vuse.com and get it in store. Vuse, charge beyond. Underage sale prohibited. Website restricted to age 21 and over tobacco consumers.
Millions of people use Zoom Phone, the innovative and feature-rich cloud phone system for businesses of any size. Zoom Phone is simple to use, whether you're on a mobile device, desktop, laptop, or desk phone. And because every call is important to your business, Zoom Phone was built with reliability in mind, using geographic redundancy to keep your communications online. Empower your workforce with Zoom Phone. Visit zoom.com/phone system. Zoom, how the world connects.
Hi, I'm Flo from Progressive. Being a baseball fanatic like me can be stressful. It's not all sports points and touchdowns. So Progressive is going to help you take your mind off your team for a moment. Instead of thinking about how they missed that goal point score, think about the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, letting you choose coverage options based on your budget, unlike your team that missed the end zone net area. Well, anyway, hope this distraction about Progressive's Name Your Price tool was helpful. It sure kept me from thinking about all those penalty balls. Yay, sports!
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Welcome to MegaNet. For slow internet, press 1. For indifferent customer service, press 2. For confusing pricing, press 3. For extremely long wait times, stay on the line. You are 87th in line, 85th in line, 87th in line, 85th in line, 85th.
Where there was frustration, now there's satisfaction.
Hello, this is Helen at Gateway Fiber. How may I help you?
Isn't it time you refreshed your internet provider? For more information, visit gatewayfiber.com.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. You're listening to The Edge. Happy Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Wow, wow, wow. Vic's Monday Rage.
The rage,
I mean,
the
I'm
rage.
dancing to it, but I typically don't like
Why am I on
EDM.
camera? I shouldn't be. The music needs to be playing. Oh, you dance even without the music.
I stopped.
No, I was like, you were dancing. I was like, no, stop, Shanny. Get the music back up. Let her do her, what do you call it? She's raving or raging. She's doing both, I
I
think.
typically do not like EDM music, but that last one had a beat.
Yes, it does. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, guys, welcome to The Edge. Shanny's here. Chris is allegedly coming back tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Not quite sure why the camera's on me, but that's cool. Oh, now she disappeared.
See?
We got to adjust that camera, too. But we'll tell Chris, because while you're of good height, it looks like we've just got your shoulders and up on our Facebook camera. Exactly.
What else do you need?
Well, the camera needs to adjust
let me see
down.
Vic. Put Vic on the little camera there. Oh. Well, I'm behind stuff. It's fine.
It's all good. We'll get it down.
Here, we'll have just a roving camera.
Yeah,
on her,
that
too.
Oh my gosh, let's not do that.
Shanny's brain.
Okay,
Oh, I like that.
let's not do all of
Yeah,
that.
baby.
Let's put that down. Let's not do that.
Joe Patterson
That's
says
weird.
Angela brings great energy to the show.
Thanks, Joe.
Not that it was necessarily lacking before, but it is much better now. And you are not kidding, and that's why she's here. We're glad that she's here as well. By the way, Angela, Todd says they have minor league Phillies, Blue Jays, Yankees. I'm going to miss those. I don't know what that means. It's only 9,000 when the Yankees come to town.
No, that was a lie. At the Rays games, the sellout games were when Yankees or Red Sox game because most of the people who have moved there for their retirement are from those areas.
Okay.
So they would come. It was a sellout crowd those nights.
Todd says Eric's cuddling with a man somewhere right now. That's fine.
That's how LA is though too. Nobody is from LA.
Right.
Everybody's a transplant in LA.
Yep.
So they all there's a billion Yankee fans in LA because they all, moved from New York.
Right.
Florida, there's a lot of, when you find somebody and you're in Florida and they're like, "Oh, you're from Florida?"
That's
This is
weird,
where you
right?
grew up? That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yep.
That's where people go to die,
Oh, yeah.
And I love it. I can't wait to move there to someday just stay there.
Vic needs a Mizzou hat with sparkles on it. I've got Mizzou hats, no sparkles on it.
I can probably sparkle a hat for you.
Yeah,
if
if
you'd
one
like.
shows up, I'll wear it at least one
Angela
show.
bedazzling.
We'll get that done. But we do welcome you into the show today, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. If you want to give us a call, you can. The phone number is 636-695-2915. If you have questions for Angela, it's open. She's answering anything and everything, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Angela's open. It's open. Open mic time for Angela.
I didn't realize we're doing open night.
Brennan, I feel like we need to have music playing constantly so Angela can dance because
Please don't
Angela
do that.
likes to do radio and dance at the same time.
I do. I'm used
It keeps
to it.
her awake.
That's what I'm used to
All right,
doing.
so Vic is always on these organic energy drinks. Eric mainlines coffee. I mainline coffee. What are you drinking?
In my bottle is a water, purified water.
That's it?
Yeah.
I've been cutting
No
down.
maca or nothing, no kombucha.
I don't do coffee. I will do an energy drink like if I'm up over 24 hours.
Yeah,
kind of
and
thing,
I've cut
I
back
gotta
on my
stay
energy
up.
drinks, even though I love Monster. The Monster, and I know people get on me. Why do you do that? And I do.
I brought you Monster today.
Stop it.
I did. I told you there's a whole case for you in my trunk.
You brought me a case of Monster.
I sure did because I'm a nice human.
And you just want it out of your house.
No, I was going to give it to you and Chris
Please
and
tell
Eric
me-
to share, but Eric and Chris aren't
But
here,
you
so
didn't.
you and Shannon can
You didn't
share
go
it.
to Costco or something and say, "Hey, I'm buying Vic Monster," right? You just had this.
I came across it, if
Okay.
you will.
Because you have contacts.
I have contacts in the
Yeah,
monster
well,
world.
do you know at Union Station when I worked down there, Red Bull just filled our fridge every week. Our fridge was completely filled with Red Bull. We ever wanted any of that and that was when Red Bull first came out.
Right. Well, I mean, that used to be the thing. So right now, apparently, Red Bull, Monster, those kind of teams that would go out and like give cans to people like that, they can't do that right now due to COVID scares. So they are now doing, I guess, only like firehouses and things like that. Because can-to-can sampling you can't do because, I guess, COVID. I don't know.
But they
Everything's
still
because
do
of
the
COVID.
samplings at like a Costco. What's the difference, really?
Will they right now?
Yeah. I tried that exact stuff that Vic is drinking at Costco last week.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they're doing that, but cool. They're over it, I guess.
Yeah, it's but those companies would just give that stuff out like Mardi Gras too. You see, like, you ever need a Monster on Mardi Gras, you walk down and someone's going to give you a free Monster
Right.
or
Yep.
some facsimile, like it's like gasaholic energy drink, the chicken kick. It's it's always got some crazy name.
I was in Nashville once, and it was like 5 of those brands that you've never heard of.
Right.
And I was like, anybody who offers me one, I'm going to drink one. That was like the worst decision of my life.
Why
I
did
drank
you-
like
started
5
having heart
energy drinks. Yeah.
palpitations?
In
Yeah.
like a span of like 3 hours, and it was all of those off-brand names that you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got contacts in the country music industry too, right?
A few. Yeah.
All right. Can you get us some interviews with some of them as well? I want to get to know people.
Who do you want to get to know?
Anybody, any of them.
Well, I probably can pull up a couple
Okay,
people.
I think you might have said that you took a picture with, I'm trying to remember his name right now.
And I've taken a picture with a lot of people. Oh, are you talking about Marty Stewart?
No. Do you know Dirk Bentley?
Okay, so Dirk Bentley, I've met so many times.
Are you serious?
And
He's
the-
like one
God.
of my favorite guys.
You got, well, then you'll get this.
Can we get
Did
some?
you meet him drunk on a plane?
Yeah, I was
What
gonna say,
do
can
I
we get
do
some drunk on a plane?
What do I do for a living? I talk to people, right? That's what I do. So the first time I met him, literally could not form words. The man I was dating at the time was like, this is Angela. She's a huge fan of yours. I don't know why she can't talk right now.
So he knew Dirks.
No, he didn't. We just walked up to him because Dirks is like so easygoing and awesome. So then
This happens to Brendan all the time.
Does it? Like he can't
people,
form words?
No, people come up to him and they can't form
Oh
words.
my gosh, I'm not even kidding.
That does
Could not
happen
form
to me.
words. So then I'm sitting next to him during the CMT Awards one year, and he's like being very nice. He's like, "Hey, I'm Dirks," and I'm like, "Yes." I mean, I could not.
You were wait, time out. You buried the lead. You buried the lead.
What was the lead that I buried?
I was sitting next to Dirks at the CMAs.
She's a seat filler.
CMT Awards.
Or the I mean the CMT.
Awards.
She's a seat filler.
But wait a second. That's a powerful. I was sitting next to Dirks at the CMT.
And he was so nice, and he kept talking to me, and I couldn't.
How'd you get that
words
seat?
out.
Were you?
Oh, and get this.
I'm
they
assuming they were good seats.
They took my picture with him because they thought I was his wife. His wife and I were dressed very similarly, and they
awesome.
thought I was his wife. I wasn't his wife. His wife had sat on the other side of Nicole Kidman at the time, so I was next to him, and it was like Nicole Kidman, Dirks, me, but on the other side of Nicole was his wife. But I couldn't form words. So then I meet him again, and I practiced. I was like, all right, I'm going to
Wait
talk.
a second. You meet him a third time.
Yeah, so I've met him now a third. So
what
this
the
is
hell?
the third time.
Where are all these meetings happening?
2 were in Nashville. This one was in St. Louis at Vintage Vinyl on the Loop. Yeah, sure.
Wait a second. It was a chance meeting.
No, somebody had told me he's going to be at the Vintage Vinyl, and I was like, okay.
Was
I'll
he
go.
signing or was he looking
He
for?
played. He played a couple songs acoustically.
Oh,
It was
wow.
very cool. So I'm like practicing, and I've got the picture of him and I together at the awards, and I'm like, so I got everything out I wanted to say to him, and then I leave. And his people are like, ma'am, you left your coat, your phone. Like, I left everything. I just walked away. I was so proud of myself. So I just met him again for the 4th time when he came to, what is it, Hollywood
At some
Casino?
point, when do you just become acquaintances?
I
I mean,
mean,
by 4th time.
Probably if you could form words, but keep in mind, I haven't really been able to form a
Oh.
whole lot of words
He's
yet.
just like, oh, Mumble Girl, how
Yes,
are you?
He might
exactly.
recognize you a 4th time as being Mumble Girl.
So I walked up to him this time, and I was talking to him. He was I was backstage
This is
with
a
him.
4th time?
This happened just recently. He was just here a couple months ago at Hollywood Casino in October. And so I went backstage, and he showed
Time
up.
out. There it is again. You dropped another one of those lines. I was sitting next to Dirk Bentley. Now it's like, I went backstage. Okay, those are not normal
Backstage
happen.
is not cool anymore.
but
It's
those are not
cool
nor-
anymore.
You've been backstage.
Yes,
You've
but
been
it's not. Yes,
backstage.
but it's not a normal happening to be
Okay, well,
backstage with Dirk
It's normal
Bentley.
in the room that I happen to be speaking in. So I went backstage, and he shows up at the bar, and then I did speak to him, and I was so proud of myself. We had like a conversation, and at the end I said, I have met you so many times, and this is the first time I've been able to actually form words. And he was like, I feel like I remember that. He probably didn't, but it was nice. And he was like, I feel like my
rice.
star might be dropping, and that's why you can form words. And I was like, no, still a
He
huge
said
fan.
that?
Yeah, he said that. He's so cool.
That's funny.
He's so cool.
So
I
he
love
is.
him.
So he is married,
He is married. He has a couple kids. They really like hockey. He's a big Predators fan.
of course.
He played in the they had like an alumni game a couple years ago. He played on the
Oh,
Predators.
wow.
Kelly Chase and them played on the Blues. It was really cool.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that is cool.
So I went down there to watch that because you have to. I mean, that's awesome.
Country singers not from Canada who can skate. That's interesting.
And that's another interest. The Blues actually host the Predators tonight in a
They
battle
do!
in a battle for first place in their division as well.
It's gonna be a big game.
Call
and
him
it's
up.
Pronger night.
Yeah,
And
call
it's Pronger
call
night.
him- call up old Dirks and see if he
So
wants
again,
to
I don't
talk
have
about
his
it.
phone number.
Oh my god!
I want Dirks on the show.
By the 4th
Oh my
time meeting
gosh.
him.
By the 4th time meeting, it was the first time I could form words.
Badabba dabba dabba. Peanut butter.
You guys have no idea. I just really like him, and I find him to be very attractive also.
Hey, Todd, she may or may not have better connections than me, but I promise you she has better connections. You're right.
No,
You're
I don't
more
think that's
entertaining,
accurate.
more yes. Yes. Yes.
I don't think that's
yes.
accurate.
And we want her to bring us those
I
connections.
promised you Kelly Chase. I can get that for you.
We're counting on Kelly.
I can get you Chase.
I got
like
a good
said,
chaser story too.
We'll promote
Ooh.
Kelly's weed shop.
What was it called?
Hippos.
No, see, he remembers. I never remember.
Hippos. Yes. Well, thank you for our Dirks Bentley.
I'm sorry. I just
You
had
talked
to get that
no,
story.
you talked through it perfectly. you hit the post, it worked perfect. It was awesome. It worked out amazingly talking about Dirks Bentley. All right, now you get to talk COVID. So what do you think?
No, but I can tell you this.
Are you a
I do-
political person?
I do have
Do you
this
like to
fun,
talk politics?
I have this fun stat here that 31% of people say they wear their mask so so they don't have to smile in like photos and stuff. And I do know people in my personal life that aren't necessarily wearing the mask like in a grocery store for safety. They're doing it so they can hide from people they know. I do know people who do that.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, because
my guess is one of them is your co-host for the soccer.
Oh, no, I think she does it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think it's like a health
Oh,
reason.
no, I know. She's very into it.
Well, we also gave the stat last week, or the information that doctors say that people are more attractive with mask on.
No, I disagree.
I know, but I'm trying to remember where that study was done. I can't remember where it was, so I could give it. But they surveyed 2,000 people across the country where people looked more attractive in mask.
No,
I didn't necessarily agree with it, but
no.
but
Well, I don't. The bottom half of my face
Because
is way
all you
cuter than the top half of my face.
My chin is a 7.5.
Wait. Has somebody told you that?
I know it. When I put a mask on, I am way ugly. When I take the mask off, I'm
What?
less ugly. No, seriously, my eyeballs are not a great feature of my.
What?
I'm not
What?
kidding. This is
Angela.
This is not a joke. But I smile a lot, so I feel like that's a friendly like.
But you can tell if somebody's smiling under their mask. Just look at their eye.
Sometimes.
I think so. I think so.
I don't
mean,
think so. I don't feel like you can read the.
look at the furrowed brow of somebody. You know,
Maybe you
under
can wear a
mask.
stocking cap and just pull it down really far,
Wear
like
a-
over your eyes. Like
go visor.
hey,
Just go
like-
visor. Visors
I think I
only.
can pull off. That, like,
You want the-
stoner look? Yeah.
Just get the
Wait.
welder's visor, whatever that you wear the mask, the clear.
I don't know.
The
Somebody told me
plexiglass
those
mask.
weren't legal in some areas that are requiring masks. Those aren't legal. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Because also at the Blues game,
Just
they
as
told me
effective.
I had to bring one, but not everybody was wearing one at the
Just
Blues
carry a
game.
windshield with you wherever you go. Just
No,
hold
it's
it up.
interesting. We talk about the mask. Todd's like, do you guys think that the playoffs or Super Bowl will be affected by COVID? I don't think there's any way in hell that it's going to be affected by
How
COVID.
do you think
Unless the Super Bowl this year is supposed to be held in Los Angeles.
Didn't they move it?
At Stan Kroenke's new stadium, but there's talk of moving.
I thought they moved it. Yeah. I
I
thought they were
didn't know-
doing a lottery.
It'd be a last minute, yeah.
I
to
didn't know.
move
I
it.
didn't think that had happened yet. That's not official.
It really depends on the state
No,
of
it's not
California.
official yet.
Are you sure it's not official? Because somebody told me about this just the other day.
So-
at a different job, they said it was official.
With the quarantine, so now everything's down to 5 days, right? As far as being quarantined. If you've got a team going into the Super Bowl, you know you made it. Are you taking that team and quarantining that full week before the Super Bowl?
Oh my! Yeah. Good luck.
Right.
Good luck trying to. I mean, no, that's not happening.
But I'm saying, so you've got, say the Cardinals make it. J.J. Watt is now out because,
Are they do they test them prior to every game?
Yeah. Well, the point is they still test even if you're non-symptomatic.
They test everybody.
They test everybody. So that's why there's so many asymptomatic
Okay.
quarantines out there. They're, so-and-so's on a COVID list. Like I had COVID, would never have known it. Would
Right.
never have known
Okay.
it if my wife didn't test positive, so I tested. You know what I mean?
Right.
But to me, it was
But
not
you
much.
didn't have much.
I was lucky. There's some people that it doesn't affect that way,
Right.
But a lot of these athletes, like Vic, we talk about it a lot. These guys keep their bodies in amazing shape.
Correct.
So they're not going to necessarily
they
get
don't
the
necessarily know it.
symptoms that everybody else would get. That makes sense to me.
But and that's why they want to stop doing random testing in sports, because these high-level athletes, that their immune systems usually are working at overdrive in the
Right.
first place. So if they're just testing them, and they're asymptomatic, that's just 5 days that they have to be out and then
Interesting
setting
thought,
things over.
Actually, because when I went to the Blues game on Saturday, there was a bunch of guys out due to COVID. I don't know if they were symptomatic or not. but
Yeah,
they were
Todd
out.
says nobody's testing Brady before the game begins. I promise you that. I think he would have two words, and the first one starts with F, and the second one starts with Y. And he's like, I am the show. I agree. There's no way in hell they're testing. No way in testing. And I agree with Todd as well. No way the NFL is going to let COVID affect it. That's their big stage. There's too much money on the table. It's just not going to happen. And the stats have not gone crazy when it comes to death in Omicron. They just haven't. It hasn't changed. That's just a fact. That's what's going on right now.
And if you are sick, don't try to cure it with sleepy chicken. Have you
What-
seen this
no,
trend?
what's sleepy chicken?
Sleepy chicken is a new trend. It's supposed to, somebody has started, and they literally take their chicken and they cook it in NyQuil. And that's
what?
Yes. They literally take their chicken and they cook it in NyQuil.
Got sick last night, so I'm cooking up some NyQuil chicken. Usually I use about, 4/3 of the bottle. Season that NyQuil in there just at the right temperature. Oh, sometimes the steam really makes you sleepy. Whew. What you're looking for is that blue color right there. And boom, NyQuil chicken.
Literally, people are
Why does
doing
it
this.
sound like it might taste kind of good?
I thought, was that Chris? Was that Chris Knight? That sounded like Chris. Are you sure that wasn't Chris Knight?
I don't think so.
That sounded like Chris Knight.
He would have cooked it in Cuervo or.
No, he would have cooked it in Patron.
Yeah, Patron.
Yeah, you're right.
That's Patron chicken. But literally, people are doing it.
Yeah,
but
I heard Patron chicken.
It can
totally
kill
see
you
it.
because. So what happens when you're cooking something like that? All the alcohols and the vapors and everything will cook out. But what is now cooked into it is everything left from the NyQuil, all like the drug portions. And that's like an overdose portion of that drug.
Oh, wow.
Just like
Joe
your-
says his twang explains everything
So
you need to
don't
know.
do it, is what you're telling
Yeah,
me.
don't do the sleepy chicken.
The sleeping chicken.
Yeah, try teriyaki marinade, not NyQuil. Not even NyQuil daytime.
It might work a little bit better. Did you guys see that the CDC is actually saying the only way to curb the spread of COVID-19 right now is to cancel all football, wrestling, and band activities, including other activities.
Just woodwind instruments, not strings.
But a scientist with the CDC who's been there for over 40 years says it's not ideal though. And people aren't going to do that in the United States anymore.
I feel like people have hit the point where they're either extra cautious or they're not cautious at all. I don't think there's a whole lot of middle ground here.
As the scientist Michael Schaffner said, as we say in Tennessee, that dog won't hunt. There you go. You got to love it when a CDC scientist says, as we say in Tennessee, that dog won't hunt. I can't put that twang on it, but you get the point. You get the picture.
That dog won't hunt.
As what we're trying to get into and talk about. So, Angela, as you come into the show, anytime, anything that you want to talk about, you just let us know.
Somebody did say masks are good for talking underneath your breath about people when they're around, and I do agree with that.
Oh.
I have done that before.
Well,
where, like,
and then
you have the mask on and you don't realize you're speaking out loud, and you're like, oh, this lady.
Yeah,
What's
and
her
then,
deal?
then you look and
she can hear you.
Pointing at him like that. No, do you hear what they said?
Yeah, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I've done that before.
I have to remind, okay, we weren't on Facebook yet this morning.
What?
I have to remind people, the weirdest place I saw somebody wearing a mask was the steam room. And I'm not kidding you. This was about 2 weeks ago. This gentleman who had to be at least over 60.
He was cautious.
He was wearing a mask inside a very intense steam room, and he had it on for at least 10 minutes. He didn't take it off. He had it on the entire time.
He felt that was going to protect him.
But in
Let
the
him
beginning
have
of COVID, we were told that steam would kill COVID. Hot steam would kill COVID.
We were told so many things at the beginning of this thing that are not accurate
And then
to
even
this
if
day.
it wasn't accurate, steam wasn't a bad thing. And then how in the hell can you sit in it? He was in there for at least 10 minutes
I don't know how he was able to
With-
breathe. I'll give you that.
with a mask on.
But he thought he was
It
protecting
was a blue, it was
himself.
one of the blue ones.
So it had
like
a
the
little
surgical.
little bit of
Do
give.
women do steam rooms like guys? It's like just what, especially if you go like to the MAC or something like that. You go to these older, private clubs or something like that. There's always a steam room, and it's always like the same guys who are just playing, poker out front with smoking cigars. They'll go in and do their steam. Do women do steam rooms?
I don't know. You'd have to ask them. I don't do steam rooms, but I don't really understand the benefit. Is it supposed to like loosen my muscles up? Like, what is it supposed to do?
Vic, what is it supposed to do? Why do you enjoy it?
Blood circulation.
Okay.
It's always good to sweat, and it gets toxins out of your body.
The toxins. Okay, yes.
And
absolutely.
And it
Yes.
has been awesome for me. I feel
But I want one of those ones you can do at your house. Have you seen those like cocoon looking things you can do at your
it's
house?
a steam.
It's like
or a sauna.
A sauna
It's like
and
a
steam are two different things
oh,
completely.
man, they're two different
One is
things.
dry, where you pour it over the hot rocks.
Uh-huh.
I prefer that, but I don't have time for that because the sauna there's never really hot enough and I want it a lot
Okay, so
hotter.
I don't understand the difference between. I know now there is a difference.
Steam is where it actually blows steam.
Yeah, but how is
Sauna's-
that better than the sauna?
No, it's all about just heat.
So it's not.
Do they
better.
do the
Steam's
same thing?
faster. Yeah,
It's faster.
Oh,
Okay.
really? They do the same thing?
yeah, they do the same thing.
Then I want the little
You're sweating.
private at home
One's more
sauna that you zip up over your head just sticks
Oh,
out
you
of
want
it.
the sauna suit?
Yeah, I want that. That's what I want. Yeah, because you do need to sweat out
like
your
where you wear
toxins.
those trash bags and then you walk on the treadmill. You'll see those people.
But the thing I saw was like the lady sat in it, and then it like zipped up like to her head, and so just her head was out of it. It's pretty cool looking. It's
All
very
right.
cool on like those naturopath.
Somebody please send
Websites.
Angela a sauna suit,
Yes,
and she'll
please.
sponsor that. Hi, I'm Angela for sauna suit.
I mean,
That's not,
It's the sharp sauna suit.
I love it. I
is
think
it called
sounds
sauna suit?
great. I don't know what it's called.
It should be
I just
because
know
that's
it's on
catchy.
all those natural paths. You know,
No,
those kind of doctors.
it should
love
be.
that
It
stuff.
should be sauna suit. Catchy sauna suit. We got you there.
All right.
But anyway, it was the most awkward experience I had with a mask and regarding where somebody was wearing it because I don't get what the point was.
He thought he was protecting
And-
himself. Why will you just not let this man go on with his life?
Oh, we are
being
today.
happy
We are.
that he protected
I'd like to be
himself from you.
no, I do. I'd like to be educated in things I don't understand. So if I see him with a mask on again, I'm going to
I'm
ask him.
surprised you did not ask him. You seem like the type that would have asked.
I do. I talk, but I don't
We're
know.
in the
I
zone.
did, but you have to be careful about that too because I don't care if people wear masks. You know, if you want to wear a mask, wear it. I just don't know if anybody has said anything to him or he felt weird about it.
He probably was trying to protect himself because he knew that was a smaller area of people. Right? You go into the sauna room, right? So it's a closed room, and he was probably like, "Ugh,
Yeah,
I'm
but
in
that's
a closed
I don't
space
know.
with Vic,
I don't know.
and I don't know where Vic's been."
I don't know. But he took it. But he took it.
And that's why the people that do know where he's been are not in that same sauna.
That's true. That's true. That's funny.
Janine says that she does do the, I don't know if she means sauna or steam, but either way, it makes her tired, so she doesn't have time for that. So see, women
Todd
do
says
it.
it sounds nasty.
All of it?
You sit in your sauna suit sweat.
It's people's soup.
Well, obviously, you would take a shower after the sauna suit.
You
Yeah,
would think.
no, it's-
You would hope.
Danny says there is a sauna suit already. I don't
I know,
know.
I want it. That's what I'm saying. I've seen it. I want it.
You want the one that hooks up to like the shop vac or whatever that's in there too. That always like,
Like, you zip it up. Like,
What?
yeah, those other suits. You know, you always see those on like from Ronco. It's the sauna suit. Just set it and forget it. Lose weight while you sleep.
I think you just combined.
Oh, did I?
What?
It's like my sister wants to do nap away the pounds, where you just sleep away all your weight.
That doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. We've tried.
Remember, there was
Nap away the pounds.
during the late 90s and early 2000s, there was this stuff that all the DJs were all doing live spots for. And it was this teaspoon of something you mix with a glass of water, right? And you drink that every night before you go to bed, but you're not supposed to eat 6 hours before you go to bed, and you drink this and you'll lose weight.
It's the not eating.
It's
6
not
hours.
eating 6 hours.
You're just having a big glass of water with this powder in it and then not eating before, at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
That's what
everybody
would
was
help
doing
me.
everybody was doing live spots for this stuff. I can't remember the name of it, but it was terrible tasting.
Oh, it didn't taste
If
good.
you think of it after the break, let us know.
Oh my God.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more right after this.
Grab your coffee. The Morning Edge will be right back on 100.7 The Viper.
Don't let a wet basement or foundation problems destroy the value of your property. Get a free estimate from Woods Basement Systems to fix the wall crack, bowing wall, and leaks and restore the value of your home. Plus, get the security of the Woods Basement Systems transferable warranty. Call Woods, the highest rated, most reviewed contractor for all things basementy at 888-900-1721. Special offer online at viperbasements.com. That's viperbasements.com.
Happy holidays don't just happen on their own. You make them happen with a little help from new appliances at the Home Depot. Because warm wishes won't roast that turkey. You'll want a new convection oven for that. An air fryer will help make the season light and delicious. And while you're at it, consider a new LG or Samsung fridge that's big enough to hold all kinds of Christmas cheer. Make the holidays yours with the season's best savings on top appliances at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandStorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
Hi, this is Curtis Marks. I'm the owner of Complete Auto Body and Repair. Now that things are back open, the vaccines are out, we are ready to get back to work. The kids are home, and I'm sure you're ready to go back to work too. We are hiring all positions. We are looking for everyone and anyone that wants to make life better for themselves, and we want you now. CompleteAB.com is where you apply. CompleteAB.com. Join the Complete experience. No more sitting at home. Let's get back to work. If it's not perfect, it's not complete. Others can't compete with Complete Auto Body.
Dad, and service.
Oh yeah, and service.
He fixed the car.
If you have a calling to serve people in your community and help bring about positive change, come join us. Compass Health Network is currently hiring for multiple positions. We serve communities in 46 counties across Missouri and have a place for you. If you are a licensed therapist, nurse, integrated health specialist, dental assistant, office manager, or IT specialist, Compass Health Network offers a supportive work environment and great benefits. Find out more at careers.compasshealthnetwork.org.
Everyone always talks about magic during the holidays. Magic, as in objects miraculously appearing at your front door because you had them delivered through the Home Depot app. Magic, as in predicting the future, knowing what a product will be like just by reading our customer reviews. This may all feel like magic, but it isn't. It's just good old-fashioned cutting-edge technology. Make the holidays yours with a little help from the Home Depot app. How doers get more done.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider and are only available if the provider determines a prescription is appropriate. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information.
Hey guys, good news. The expensive little blue pill is now generic, which means the prescription medication to treat ED is super affordable at 4hims.com. And now get your first online doctor's visit free at 4hims.com. That's right. Zero copay, no awkward face-to-face conversations to get your prescription. That's really good news. To start your free online visit, go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/joy.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. You're listening to The Edge. As we say goodbye on a Monday, once again, we say Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Angela, it's been a pleasure. We're grateful you're here with us.
I'm so happy to be here.
I know you bring energy. You're happy. You seem genuinely happy, which is a good thing.
I like being happy.
It's not it's not manufactured. Although tomorrow, if you feel comfortable, you can wear your stocking cap and just do it down right over your eyes.
Okay, I'll do that.
If that's how you want to play it, since you say you don't like your eyes, which is crazy.
I don't mind them when I do them, but you know, I got here at 7:20 and I didn't want to put makeup on and all that jazz.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It makes sense.
I have the same problem.
You wear makeup from the TV show. You just don't wear it normally.
Anyway, everybody, thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. Shani, what do you think what are the odds of you being back again tomorrow?
Oh, we should take bets.
Ooh.
We should take bets.
I'm going to say
I believe you're coming back.
Yeah,
I
think
believe
he's
that I
back
will
tomorrow.
not be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think Chris will be back tomorrow. He did want to be here today, in all honesty.
Yeah. And he got us back on Facebook. So, guys, thanks again. Have a great day. We'll see you for Fox 2 News at 5 and 9 tonight. For Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp, Angela with 2 L's.
Woohoo!
I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Have a great day.
Angela, who is this?
It's Eric Church Springsteen. I was singing it in my head.
It's his best song. The video should be on her.
KFNS FM, Troy, St. Charles, and the Westplex. 100.7 FM, The Viper. Legendary rock that really rocks.